Hey, it's been a minute, huh? I haven't made one of these. It's been a while. I said I was gonna start doing them weekly, and then I never uploaded another one. uh, I don't know what the fifth month is. 5/27/23. I'm looking at it right now. That was the last time I uploaded a personal health video or a personal update video. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy, right? When I said I was gonna start uploading them weekly, remember that? Or when I said I was gonna put more effort into my content, remember when I said that? But no, I just wanted to. I don't know, man. It's kind of spontaneous. I felt like making a video. I just kind of felt like talking to a camera and just kind of going over some things, just things that are new, things that I've been interested in, and just overall what's new in life, right? It's been a year. I feel like I could. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable making a new video. First thing, man, dude, my hair is so much longer. That last video, I talked about how long my hair was. Dude, my hair is so long. Holy! But I also learned my lesson. I put a hat on because my hair is so thin. But yeah. Anyways, that's obviously not the point of the video. I just wanted to go over some things. I just wanted to talk about a little bit, kind of what's going on. And so, yeah, this is just going to be another personal update. I'm going to talk however I want to. I'm not going to, like I said last one, I'm not going to try to impress anybody. I'm just here to talk for myself. That's pretty much it. So I guess let's get into it. So I guess the first thing I should say is what have I been doing since the last time I uploaded one of these? Again, it's been over a year. It's been a year and 3 months, basically, almost 3 months right by now. Yeah, so I finished off the school year last year, and I did really poorly. I did quite poorly on my grades. I struggled towards the end to get everything done, and I was able to clutch up enough that I didn't have to worry about my GPA, academic suspension, or anything like that. I clutched up enough, but I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I put in more effort this time. Last year, my first semester, I definitely didn't care enough about school. I cared more about Yu-Gi-Oh than I did about school because it was just the most interesting thing in my life at the time, and I just did not care all that much about school. But I think I'm more ready now. The second semester, I fell behind, and I just didn't want to catch back up. There was a health crisis with one of my friends, and I kind of used that as a scapegoat to not focus more on my school. I got really in my own head about it. It reminded me a lot of when my mom passed away. Just critical health failure in the hospital. It's terrifying. It's really not something I like. I want to have to think about. My buddy died twice, and then revived twice. So we're lucky to have him around. So, but great guy. Shout out to him. He probably won't watch this video, but if he sees it, shout out to him. I will never send it to him. I don't share my YouTube channel with a lot of my friends. If they want to see it, they can find it. But yeah, so that's pretty much like the extent of school academics wise. Towards the end of the semester, towards the end of last semester, I went and I got a job at a thrift store. It was pretty decent pay for me. It was like 16 an hour, pretty good. But it gave me a new outlook on life, knowing that I worked 4 hours a day, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Basically, I got home at 9 though, more like 8:30. So I would work those hours. I didn't have any issues. It was very easy work. I didn't dislike any of my coworkers. Overall, like it really wasn't bad. The issue that I learned was that I just don't have. I didn't have a life when I was working. I refused to. I wasn't going to the gym again. I wouldn't hang out with my friends. I would go home and I would just be like tired. I just wouldn't do anything. And yeah, so I felt like I really needed to quit, and my dad actually was very supportive in that, and that was a really big thing for me. That was really big, seeing him be supportive over something like that, where it didn't spark an argument, and we actually were able to talk about it, and overall just really understand, what I needed in life, and so it felt really nice to have that kind of moment with my dad. That was probably the highlight of my year. I won't lie. Not a lot of things hit as hard as that does. Just being able to have a discussion with your parent and and walk away knowing that like they truly cared. They really meant what they said, and that was really big for me, man. It really was. But yeah, obviously this one I'm a little more serious than I was in the last time I uploaded one of these. One reason is I'm also sick and it's late. It's 10:55 p.m. and I am sick, so it's not very easy for me to be super energetic. I'm just gonna adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. So what else did I do this summer? I did work more on getting better at Yu-Gi-Oh. I did spend a lot more time grinding the game, trying to learn things. But what I realized is that I really got back what I put in. I wouldn't spend as much time as other people would to really, grind matchups, make sure deck lists are good, going in with like mathematical reasons for everything, ratios, making sure everything's all set. But I still ended up getting an invite to nationals. That was really cool, man. That was one of the coolest things in the past quite a few years of my life. You guys can actually see it right there. That's the regional mat that I won. I did it through a regional flight. If you guys know what that means, I basically play 4 rounds, and you have to go undefeated in those 4 rounds to get one of those invites. And I got the mat with it. I have 2 cards in it. I guess I can maybe I don't think I'm doxing all that much. There you go. It's right there. So I've got Legacia and I've got Crimson Dragon. I played Centurion and I got my invite. I beat 2 Snake Eyes players, a Tenpai player, and a Voiceless Voice player. All decks that I consider better than Centurion, especially at the time. That was like right when Auxilla came out, I believe. I think that yeah, Auxilla was out by then. And so yeah, I was very happy about that, man. I just went to nationals about a month ago, Austin, Texas. I did pretty decently. I got like I don't know, man. I don't know what my placement was exactly. I keep saying like 600th or something like that because like we everybody drops early anyways. But I played out a few extra rounds, and the last table that I played at was like around 600, maybe a little bit higher. But it probably fell from there, so who knows, man. But hey, I was just happy to go. That was the goal. I had 2 goals for the year. One of them was to get my invite to nationals, and the other one was to do 10 pull-ups. The pull-ups, I can't say that I am there yet. I can do about 4, but that's all. That's pretty big. Last year, my only goal of the year was to do 1 pull-up. That's all I wanted to do. Was I wanted to do 1 pull-up last year, man, and I did it. I did my 1 pull-up, and now this year I'm up to 4. But overall, like physical activity has been a lot easier for me. I used to, dude. There's no way anybody here remembers this, but I had a stream one time where I would, if I went around without getting a kill in Valorant, I would do 10 push-ups, and I couldn't do them. I would get like 7, and I'd have to quit because I couldn't do it, and that's crazy. I couldn't do 10 push-ups. Now I can pretty easily just bust out 40 to 50. I can just do them just casually. Uh, Maybe 50 is a little bit less casually, but hey, 30, I can do 30 casually. For sure. I did it yesterday just chilling with some of my friends. I had a barbecue and we were hanging out. We were started doing some push ups because what else are white boys supposed to do, right? But yeah, I think that was pretty sick. Being able to go to nationals and meet a lot of people. I rarely upgraded my entire deck. But yeah, and hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I really need to blow my nose. But yeah, I've been sniffling. So, yeah, no. I don't even remember where I was at actually. It was probably just talking about nationals as being really fun. And then I would also like to say that I've been trying to consume more media. Like I watched all of Attack on Titan. That was pretty good, by the way. I don't think I will do a lot of anime videos, but there are a little bit that I want to do. I do have a few that I think are interesting. The primary one is over a series called Mushoku Tensei. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of that series before. Dude, I also just realized like how short I look. Oh, chest hair. Oh. I don't really know if I can get my. There we go. I can sit back now. So, yeah, I watched Mushoku Tensei and I really liked it. I really liked the first 2 seasons. I watched season 1 and then first half of season 2 because that was all that was out at the time, and I just kind of fell in love with the series because I just thought it was really. I thought the world building was beautiful, and I thought the growth of the character of Rudius was phenomenal. But after reading it, like I've literally changed my view on life. Like it has literally been life changing for me, and you can call that cringe or whatever. I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. That's about simple as that. I don't care if it's cringe or whatever. I think everybody finds their reason to grow. But yeah, the character resonated with me a lot, like a ton. Obviously, I'm not talking about like being a fucking creep. But a lot of other aspects in life, I really did resonate with it. And I do want to make like a video over Mushoku Tensei. I do want to make it an edited one. That's why it's taking me so long to even do it. I have to write up a script. I have to get clips. I have to do everything for it. But at one point, I will do it. That one is a promise, and I don't break my promises. When I promise something, I will do it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good, man. Actually, that's an understatement. I think it's literally the best piece of media like I've ever witnessed in my life. It was genuinely life changing, and that's kind of what got me through the summer. I'd come home from work and I would go and sit there and read. And yeah, it was just it's just something that I feel I can't recommend it to everybody. I think it's too raunchy in certain aspects. I think it's the main character is way too much to stomach for a lot of people, so I can't recommend it to everybody. But if you are looking for something where character growth is realistic, and like it actually hits hard, I'd say Mushoku Tensei is a great series. Phenomenal, actually. Um, it's also well animated. If you just watch the anime, it's really well animated. It's beautiful. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna go too in depth on it. I could talk about that series forever. I think it's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, no, I think that's most of the stuff that I've been doing over the summer. You guys been seeing I've uploaded some more Pokemon content, and you know what? I'm following up on a little bit of a thing I said I'd do in that last video. I said I'd put a little bit more effort into my videos, so I made a layout. I'm actually here. I can literally pull it up. I made a layout. In case you guys don't watch my Pokemon games, that's fine. I don't really mind. I would say watch it if you'd like to. But I made a layout, basically that it can apply to different leagues that I am watching, or like this is JJDL Civil War that I'm participating in. There's Crash, which I would like to say this now. I don't know if any of the Crash guys are watching this, but Crash is one of the most fun I've ever had in any league ever. Everybody there is super welcoming. Like it's actually incredible how like phenomenal that league is. The community that they have is super welcoming. It's very nice. I came back to the game, and after a hiatus from last thing I played in was like the CFT, and then I did some Wi-Fi leagues, but like I don't really count all the Wi-Fi leagues because like I did those for content. I even said that I don't enjoy playing Pokemon, but I enjoyed my season in Crash. It was a format I've never played before. I played a bunch of new guys. I had a team that I very much so enjoyed, and I don't think it would have been nearly as fun without the community. I don't think I wouldn't have been interested in it. Like I completely disregarded the people that played in the league prior seasons. I just joined to see what was going on. I saw an invite to the server. I joined and I hung out. I talked to everybody. This is when I was working, so I'd be on my shift texting people in the chat because it was like, dude, everyone's so fucking cool there. Everyone was so nice. I'm not gonna name drop a bunch of people, but like, dude, watching Cobra Chaos's games, that was always awesome because he'd watch my videos over them, and then like we'd talk about the game, and it's always awesome. Bash literally comments on every single one of my videos and always has input over the game. And I it's crazy because he watches the game live too. So he is so invested in his own league that he'll watch content over it. He'll make his own content over it. He'll always be updated with his like things that maintenance for the league. He's always there and he's always working on it. Same with the rest of the mod team. Everyone's great there. So I definitely would say if you guys are ever looking for a league, whenever they run the next season, Crash is great. They're still in playoffs right now. Unfortunately, I fell short of playoffs. There's a few games I felt like I played pretty poorly, um, or I prepped pretty poorly. Mostly, I think my prep was always mostly the issue. But I do think I got better at the game randomly. I think playing a lot of chess and then Yu-Gi-Oh has really helped me develop the mindset to play Draft League better. I was always really bad at draft. Like I'd have a fat ego for no reason, and then now like I don't have an ego at all, and I played so much better. Even if I didn't make playoffs, like Crash has great players in there, man. Like Zombie was in my division, Jay Diet Tight was in there. Both those guys are so much better than me. They're so much better than me, man. I don't think I'm in relegation, but I do think I think I'm in like 10th out of the 16. So I fell pretty far, but hey, again, I learned a lot more. I started getting better at the game. And I thought that was a very, very great experience. So yeah, I would say shout out to the Crash. That's a very I'm gonna take it right off my chest right now. The whole reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to talk about Crash. Realistically, I wanted to talk about. Like, I thought about how like wonderful my experience has been in Crash, and like how it's motivated me to upload videos, and I don't upload videos. If you look at my channel, everything is just me watching JJDL or Crash games, and Crash is the one that started that. So like, yeah, I would just say like, yeah, phenomenal league, great people there, man. I genuinely appreciate everyone there. It was very nice. I was phenomenal, man. It was amazing. But yeah, I think I would say that's pretty much it for the past, and I kind of want to talk about maybe some of the present now. My video is gonna be a little bit longer, but yeah, let's move on to the present a little bit. How am I doing now? One thing that I said in the last one, and I think that was very true, was I felt like a husk of a person. I didn't think I had an identity. I really struggled with that. And I think now I'm developing one way better. I'm socializing with my friends more. I'm meeting new people. I'm putting myself out there more. Like I don't I like to travel. I've been traveling for Yu-Gi-Oh events, man. I just go. I was in Kokomo earlier today. Oh, I guess I kind of leaked. I live in Indiana. I went to a Kokomo tournament at a little card game, and it was a I was the first round feature match versus my one of my like literally my best Yu-Gi-Oh friend. He's awesome. He's the nicest person I've ever met. Genuinely, it's not even close. Uh, a great guy. But we played round one. I lost. Made a little bit of misplay, but it was a great game. It was super close. We were coming down to time there, and it was a very interesting match. I don't think the matchup was in my favor, but I think I played it well overall. I made a few mistakes, but I definitely made a lot of good decisions. And I felt good. It felt great, man. It was cool because I don't beat him ever. Like, I never beat him in games. But, you know what? It felt good to have a really close match where it didn't feel like either one of us just shit stomped the other person. Game one, I won the die roll. I played really well. I beat him game one. Game two, he goes first. He shits on me. Game three, I go first. I do a really mid board, but he has a very solid counterplay to it. But I slow him down enough that he can't just kill me. And I get to a game state where I maybe could have won. It was a very harsh game, very harsh game. Um, but no, it was great. It was super close. We had a great time. I met up with my other buddies from there. Somebody that lived down south, like southern Indiana more. But no, it was great, man. So like the fact that I'm able to talk to these people and not feel awkward that I'm intruding anymore, that I can actually feel that my presence is welcome and I'm positive to the presence. I think that's it's a really big step in life. I also have gained I've gained that ability better when I just talk to people just in my friend group, my IRL friends. I talk to them. I guess it's weird to say IRL. My close local friends. That like my friend group closer to home. It just feels really nice because I can open up to them about my issues. I can and they open up to me. You know, everybody goes through hard times, and it's just nice that we can lean on each other. We can really grow. I've been connecting with other people that I haven't talked to in a while. A childhood friend of mine. We've been hanging out more recently, and it feels so great. It feels phenomenal, man. Uh, Hell, even I just got done, dude. Another reason I wanted to make this video, man. I just got done talking to my buddy Thunder, man. And like we've always been shits and gigs with each other, you know. We're always bantering. We're always fucking around. Don't look at our DMs; those can never go out to the public. But yeah, no. But like we had a really real moment where we just talked and we caught up with each other, and it felt really good. It felt nice because I didn't feel awkward doing it. It felt it flowed well, and we just were able to talk, and it's nice because that means that I feel that I've pushed through a big issue in my life where I felt uh, that I couldn't belong somewhere, and I feel like I found where I belong now, and it feels nice. It feels great. That doesn't mean that I don't have my own issues. That doesn't mean that I'm still not struggling with things, but it feels nice that I have people that I can rely on and they can help me get through those things. And I guess any advice to anybody who's going through something similar, dude. I'm only 21, right? I'm turning 22 in 4 months. Okay, I'm young, dude. I'm young. You know, I'm early 20s. Uh, I don't do everything that everybody else does, but dude, it doesn't mean that it's never too late to start trying to improve. It isn't. It's never too late, man. I feel that I have been able to hone in my true self and who I want to be in life, and I've been able to improve on it. I guess I totally brought that up with some advice, but here's the advice that I would say. This won't resonate with everybody, so don't worry about it if it's not your thing. But if you feel like there's somebody that you want to be, fake it till you make it, man. Truly, I think I genuinely believe that. I think if you just pretend to be the person that you want to be for long enough, you will hone the skills of that person. I'm not saying being a fake person, just adapt to whoever you're around, which I do, but like, I think that's a part of who I am. I think I'm just an adaptive person. I think that's one of my strong suits. I've always been able to adapt to things. But I would say that if you're struggling with finding your own place or, struggles in your friend group, academically, literally just pretend that you're the person that you want to be. If you can pretend on who you want to be well enough for long enough, you will hone those skills and you are practicing being the person you want to be. That's another thing I picked up from Mushoku Tensei. I picked up on that from there, and dude, that series was so good. I started journaling. Now I haven't been consistent with journaling. I have like 2 entries, but those entries they're big enough for me. And honestly, I'd consider this another entry. This is something I would write down, man. But because I'm making a video, I just felt like this is something I felt comfortable talking about because I get to express some gratitude and really go over change in life and just overall how my life has improved. I would say that my life at that point was like a 4 or 5 out of 10. It was just very mid. I wasn't doing anything crazy. But now I genuinely would say my life's like an 8 out of 10, man. I'm loving shit. I'm still not perfect. I'm still got a lot to figure out. But that's why I still have like a bunch of years to do it. I have so many years to figure it out. So I don't need to stress over everything right now. Find one thing to stress about, figure that out, and then never stress about it again. That's kind of what I've been operating under. I think it's a really helpful way of living, and it's really helped me, like, grow mentally and become just a better person overall. But a better person is subjective, man. So hey, maybe I'm not a better person to you. Okay, that's cool. Be the better person that you want to be, though, man. That's the important part. Be who you want to be. That's, dude. Once you can figure that out, man, it's so helpful. It helps a lot. Just sitting down, even if you just write down traits that you want to improve in your life, and just practice one of those. Like I said, even if it's not like your truest, deepest desire, it's still better to just practice that skill, if you want to be better at going like and socializing with people, go to an event, man. Even if you talk to one person, just throw yourself out there. Even if you talk to them for a minute, you're doing better than if you were sitting at home and not doing anything and thinking about going out. It's so much better. I went to a bar the other day. I talked to one person. I was high and drunk at a bar, visiting a buddy, and it was like 2 in the morning, and everybody else was sleeping. And I said, I'm gonna stop by a bar. Fuck it. So I went down there. I went to we were in a college town, so the bar was bumping, and I went to the corner. I played 2 rounds of the basketball hoop thing. I didn't really talk to anybody. I turned around, saw a guy chilling there. I offered him a shot, like not alcohol, like to shoot. He said, "I'm good." I was like, "Oh, hey, no worries, man." And I turned around, finished my shots, and I walked away. That's it. That's not something I was willing to do last year. Being confident enough to even ask a random person if they just wanted to experience something with me, and even the rejection of it, I didn't feel bad about it. I was like, oh, okay, I tried, and I moved on. It was so dope. It was so great, and I think that's where I'm at right now in life. And I guess that brings us to the final part, the future. What's up with the future, man? What do I want in the future? I don't care. I don't care, actually. At the moment, I have nothing that I truly am looking forward to say like I want to improve this. I would say academics, if anything. I want to be better at academics, but I'm already mentally preparing for it. That I truly believe like I want to get a 4.0 this semester. Even a 3.0, I'd be happy, because that's the highest GPA I've ever gotten is a 3.0, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. 2 A's, 2 C's, best GPA I've ever gotten. I graduated high school with like a 1.8. Like that's how low my grade point average was. Isn't that crazy? 1.8, and they still had me graduate, and I bawled like a baby on my graduation day. You can ask anybody that was there, man. I bawled like a baby. I was so happy that I graduated. One little thing about it was also I was very emotional because my mom didn't get to see me graduate. There's a few things that I want oh, I'm getting teary eyed. Oh boy, it's happening. There was a few things that I wanted my mom to be able to see, and I guess that's the future stuff that I want to work towards. I wanted my mom to see me graduate high school, college, get married, like a lot of that kind of stuff. But she won't be able to see it, but doesn't mean that I can't still do it for her. And goddamn, oh, being congested and sick is not helping my case. But I don't know, man. Just give me a second. Okay, I had to drink some water and blow my nose a little bit. I'm still super congested, but no, what I'm trying to get at is that it's okay to still want to do something for someone else, even if it'll never reach them. Uh, you know, it's really nice. It's a really nice and thing to be able to strive for. Uh, it took a while to get to a point where I'm comfortable doing something like this. But you know what? I'm not afraid to cry, man. It's okay to cry. Sometimes sometimes crying is just what you need to do, man. It doesn't mean that you're sad. It just means that something is affecting you enough that your body is quite literally physically reacting to it. Oh, dude, I want to get a little crass here. It's like when a dude sees another dude get kicked in the nuts, and then you feel it in your stomach too. It's like that. You're like, damn, that shit didn't immediately like. I just witnessed it. I just experienced something, and it hit me so hard that I feel it too. But yeah, like that's kind of how crying is for me, man. It's like a kick in the nuts. But you know what? It's a welcome kick in the nuts. It really is. So for the future, man, I want to just keep improving. I want to keep enjoying life. I know I've got a lot of time left, and I want to make that time count. Uh, but yeah, I guess that's probably gonna be it for me, man. I appreciate you guys watching. I do. If you watch this far, man, I really do appreciate it. Because you could have spent these 27 minutes doing anything. You could have done anything else with your time, but you decided to watch my video, and I think it's really nice. Uh, just people are willing to hear out another guy that they've never met in person, that they're willing to kind of just hear about their life. And you know what, man? I hope this shows people that it's okay to struggle, man. It's okay. Hey, we all struggle. We all go through it, man. I haven't even had to go through. I still got to pay off student loans, man. I still got so much left in life I have to deal with. But I'm looking forward to dealing with it because like that's what life's about, man. It's just taking in everything, just taking everything that's thrown at you and just making it your own. I think if you could do that, like you're a strong person. I really think so. I think I think if you can manage to take anything that's thrown at you, and even if you need help with it, man, even if you need somebody to lean on, even if you try to catch what's thrown at you and you drop it, someone's gonna be there to help you pick it back up and bring it forward. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, man. Thank you again. Thank you so much for watching. It's definitely I think this video eclipses that last one by a lot. I don't know when the next one's gonna be, but you know what? When it is, I'm sure I'll have something important to say. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Stay smooth.